Hello guys, Max is here, and today we're going to continue with our Ein hier Hearthguard, guys. So today we are gonna be building one of those fine lads, and most likely this is gonna be this one. I say most likely because I'm not entirely sure myself. It is a bit unclear from the instruction set which one is which, but it should look somewhat like the one that I just showed you. So we have already built their sergeant, which is this Hessier guy. We have built this guy. Actually, this is alternative of the sergeant, so we have built this guy. Check this out. This one is pretty similar to the picture. And of course we have a sergeant built previously. So we're gonna keep them close. So today our goal is this fine lad, and the instruction set looks pretty straightforward. So we're just gonna go ahead and start building him. So we start with building the body, and we will need 3 parts for the body. So we're looking for parts 18, 19, and 21. Let us take a look. I can see 19 over here. So the 21 is lower body part. So this is 18. So we have found all the parts, and we're gonna start with the back. So we have cleaned up the back of the torso, and we will proceed to the front parts. Gonna scratch them first. So the front part is ready, and we will proceed to the lower front part, this one. All 3 parts are prepared for the assembly now, so we shall go ahead and dry fit the lower body part fairly easy. So let's just glue it really carefully, and we wait for a couple of seconds. So this part is done, and now we assemble the upper body. Let's dry fit it first. So this is how it should look like. So that should be holding this part. Here we go. They're really bulky. Beautiful. So our body is done, almost done. Now when our torso is done, we need to put this part that is gonna be holding the head. So this one is gonna be, a head is gonna be sitting here. So this part is prepared. Let's see how it sits on the torso. Looks really nice. So it's fairly easy to understand where the glue is gonna be going. All these parts gonna be involved, and we put it on top like this, and it looks really nice. So our body is almost prepared. Now we need to assemble legs. We need parts 22, 23. So this is 22, and this little part is 23. Let us put them together. This part of the leg is done. Now we need to make it a little bit more grabby. Let us glue this tiny part. It should fit like this. It is really small, so we will Be extremely careful here. One leg is done. Nice. Now to the second one. 24, 25. This is 25. This is 24. Now all parts of the left leg are prepared. Let us dry fit them and let us glue them together. And the second leg is done. Now we need to glue both of the legs to the torso. Let us start with the previously built right leg. So it should fit like this. Fairly easy to understand. We put some glue here. Put some glue here. And we fit like this. Like this. Here we go. Really carefully, not pressing too hard to avoid this detail going sideways and spreading the glue all over the place. So this leg is done. Let's try the second one. It should be like this. Very good. And let us put some glue here. Let us attach the second one really carefully. It will take 5 seconds for the glue to grab the surface. And now our Einhir lad is standing on his own legs. Now we have some options. We could produce this shotgun looking thing or this plasma gun. We went previously for the shotgun looking thing, and they explicitly mentioned that all of your Hearthguard lads should have exactly the same setup. So in our case it means pink and it means peach with these swords. So instead of plasma guns we use this, I don't even know what it is. And instead of power fists, we use power swords or something like this. So we will go for this gun. And this is 28-27. Here is the 28. Here is 27. Now to the interesting part. You see, this gun is supposed to have a hole that is not round. So it should look somewhat like this. Actually, this is a bad example. It should look somewhat like this. So on the picture, it is not really clearly seen here, but check this out. This is how it looks on the picture. So we want to achieve something similar. The way we're gonna do this is a bit unorthodox. We will try to drill 2 holes close together and then just scratch stuff in between, trying to achieve that. We have drilled 2 holes and now we will try to attach them to each other and drill in an angle. So we try to spread the whole thing a little bit vertically here. After drilling for some time, we have managed to achieve something that I would call a satisfactory result. So it is elongated gun hole, actually slightly even better than on this Mini. So we're just gonna go ahead and put it together with the hand that should be here. So the hand is holding the gun and our arm with the gun is prepared. Let's give it some rest. Next we will build a hand with this power sword. So 32, 34. This is 32. and this is 34. Now both parts of the hand are ready. Let us see how they fit together. So they should fit somewhat like this. We'll clean up a little bit here really quickly. And this is clearly should be the surface for the glue. Power sword is ready. Let's wait while it is done gluing. And now we will attach the hand with the gun. It should be the right hand. In this case, they do not really give us a good guide for the hand to be attached. So we will just try to be extremely careful and see how that goes. So it should be fitting together somewhat like this. So we'll have to wait for the glue to grab the parts. At the same time, we probably want to glue another hand. It should be glued somehow like this. Yeah, this is actually much better because you see there is no way to do it wrong. So it will fit here really tightly. So let us glue it here. So there is a triangle over here that would not allow us to do anything wrong really. So that is how it's supposed to look like. So he is clearly preparing his left arm for attacking, and this is the pose. So that looks pretty close to what we have on the picture. Now we shall proceed with these power cables. But before we proceed with the power cables, I suggest we pick up a head and put it here, because the power cables are gonna be touching the arms, and the arms are still not finalized. The heads are on this spruce, so let us see which heads do we like. So there are, like, as you can see, some female heads, male heads, and there are also some heads in the helmets. I think there also might be heads that are computerized pretty much, so I'm not entirely sure about these ones, the closed helmets. But I know that Hearthkin, they have effectively robots among them, so it's quite possible to fight alongside the robots of some sort. So I myself really like how this head look like. This is head number 103. So we shall go for this one. Somehow for the Hearthkin, I don't think I want to have them helmeted. Look at how tiny this head is. It is really, really, really small. I can barely hold it. So let's try to glue it here. We don't need to dry fit it. We need to put some glue, and that will be enough, because we can always move the head around. So our lad is gonna be watching pretty much directly. So he is walking somewhere. Maybe he is supposed to be looking a little bit to the left. Let us see if we can achieve this. So I think this is very good. Probably a little bit like this. So I think this is perfect. We shall leave this head watching in this direction. So as if he is about to strike somebody with the power sword. Which reminds us that we have to have power cables. So you see there is power cable outlet here that should go here, and another one here that should go in this hole. Let's try to find those cables. They should be 35 and 30. 30, 35. Okay, number 35 is kinda prepared. So it should be going like this into this outlet. So the trick here is to glue this part first. And afterwards we can work on this one too. So let's try to do exactly this. So that should be it. Wow, look at this. So that looks good enough for me. And now to the right power cable, which is number 30. This one. If you drop them on the floor, I guarantee you won't be able to find them again. Okay, the second cable is assembled. Actually, it's not assembled, it's cleaned up. And it should be holding here like this. So let's try to put a little bit of glue in the socket and here. So socket goes first. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is ridiculously small. If I touch this, this goes out. So probably that is a sign that the hand was not attached at the correct angle. So let's try and fix it while we still can. So that looks okay-ish, like this. So when you end up in the situation like this, what you can do, you can put a little bit of glue over here. Here we go. And a little bit of glue over here. And this glue is gonna go into the inside of the parts and it will melt everything together. It's not gonna look particularly pretty, but it will do the trick. So I think this is good enough for us. Okay, so this part is done. Now to the fun part, the shoulder pads. So as you can remember, we had some problems attaching the shoulder pads in the previous video. 26, 31, 31, 26. So 26 is the right one, 31 is the left one. And we start with the left one. Okay, so the left one is here, and we will attach it like this. This time there is a lock over here, as you can see. So we're just gonna put it like this, and it should be fitting really well. There is also a surface, this one, that is supposed to be holding the shoulder pad. So I'm just gonna put some glue here. I'm just gonna put some glue here. And that should be enough. Here we go. The shoulder pad number 1 is attached. Now let's clean up the second one. This is the second one. And this one, as you can see, does not have any lock inside. So I guess that it should be locking over here. You see there is a lock over here. So this is the lock effectively. So it will be locking into this hole. That is good to know. Let us put some glue. And let us try to put the lock in the correct place. Once you know how it's supposed to work, it is very easy, unlike our previous attempt. So this is how it looks from the back. And now the only part that is missing is the base. So we need to put him on the base. Let us do exactly this. There we go. We do it here. So let us take a look. The head is centered, more or less. And I think this is how he's supposed to be looking like on the base. So this is our Einherjar Hrothgar. There is one detail that is not mentioned here, but it is supposed to be done after the assembly. And this is basically these, I don't even know what it is, some sort of like guns or something. So you see, they always have them over the shoulder. So let's just go ahead and build one. It looks like it will require some cleanup and drilling. So I have cleaned it up. Now let's drill a hole here. The hole is done, and you can see that it is a fairly large one because I had to use a larger drill. Anyways, let's see how that should fit together. There is a small hole over here that should be used for attaching the gun. Anyways, let's try to put some stuff around and see if we can melt something. I think I would even kind of prefer them not to have those mortar looking things. And here we have it. A third of our Einherjar Hrothgar is ready. It joins this lad and the sergeants. So as you can see, they all look really, really, really cool. And I remind you that we have built the previous one on this channel. You can watch a video with the assembly just around here somewhere. And that shall be it, my friends. Thank you very much for joining me on assembly of this Einherjar Hrothgar. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to the channel. It will really help me. And thank you very much for your attention. Take care, guys. Bye.